Survivors we are, survivors we are. Are you ready for the journey? Clarence Karim is the name, yes indeed. Survivors we are.
Hi, Clarence Karim here. Like you know, I have a stoma and I wear an ileostomy bag. And life has got better. Life before the bag was full of aches and pains and suffering, standing up, sitting down, going out, eating. Just a constant dull pain running around my digestive system. Not forgetting the really sharp pains from all the tears and bleeds that I had. So what's it like wearing the ileostomy bag? Well, as many of you know, it becomes part of your everyday. Not a curse, not a hindrance, but just a beautiful part of your body. How do I deal with it? Well, at least once a day, I have to completely remove it from my skin. And with the right medical adhesive remover spray, or wipe, once applied, the bag can easily peel away. But let's not forget the unfortunate times where you don't have the spray or the wipes. It's a little bit like waxing, especially if you've got a hairy tummy like me. It's a 2-in-1. And a tear to your eye, of course. And then it's just you and your stoma, which looks a little bit like a tongue sticking out of your belly. I can hear it saying to me, wipe me down, clean me. So you wipe it down with some wet wipes or some something to dry it up. Anyway, I'll wipe it down with some wet wipes, take away any of the leftover adhesive that might be on there, dry the surface as best as I can, and if need be, there we go, use this stuff. It's a barrier cream, and which in my experience does create a thin barrier, especially if the skin is slightly damaged. It does help and can repair within the right amount of time. Unfortunately, the skin around my stoma can be quite damaged and sore, or on the flip side it can be quite dry and coarse and scabby, and there are those rare times where the skin looks fine and feels good. I've got eczema, so my skin can go either way of that. Now, in the unlikely event that after I've dried that area up, the skin starts to get wet again, like when you've got a scab or a cut and that skin is a little bit wet still, it can be like that. So it's hard to get the stoma bag to sit on me. And that's where I use the powder. This is like a little powder stuff you can put in it. Or a hairdryer, and I've seen people fan it just to get the skin dry again. And then I prepare a new bag, cut the right size, put some paste, like the adaptive paste, or a ring or something, just so that it's got good adhesion, and then stick it back at me. I mean, it's got, I got used to doing this and it becomes easier with time and what have you. But there are some people on here who do it really quickly, or others who turn it into like a luxury moment of the day. Some do it as part of their ritual, like doing their nails or makeup or shaving and so on. So it sounds easy, right? That's me pausing for dramatic effect. Yeah, it can be easy. But there are days where one change just isn't enough. The skin isn't drying properly and the bag can have a leak, and the cycle of changing happens again and again and again. I mean, it's as innocent as sort of overreaching or stretching up for something, and quick, you've got to grab your bag and the leak can occur. Even sitting comfortably or in a chair or sharing an intimate moment with a partner, or in the car, waiting in a queue. I mean, that list is endless, and believe me, I've had them all. The worst of the times, I would say, is probably when I'm sleeping. If the bag isn't quite sitting properly, I can find myself changing my bag 1, 2, even 3 times a night, going through the whole routine, but this time kind of half asleep, trying not to wake up whoever's next to me. Or when my son was little, I had to be like a stealthy ninja and do it kind of quick, and then obviously change the sheets, have the shower, that kind of thing. But like I said, it's a routine. You get used to it skin does grow back, skin does heal, and the things can get back to my normal. Those moments, they can bring me down. I do start to question my life, and it can demotivate me. It can make me feel quite sad and blue. It's not a good moment. I mean, no matter how strong you are, it can weaken the strongest of minds. It's tough. But life with a stone for me is the best thing that could have happened to me. I mean, it saved my life. It took away a lot of the pain. And now I'm managing my Crohn's a lot better. Have a good day. Corim out.
Survivors we are.